Hi, welcome. Now I'm going to show you how to use CountIF function as well as SumIF function. Okay, the difference between the CountIF and the SumIF. Okay, so I have products here, and the product names are listed out here, and the products may be old and new products. The category is there, and also the respective sale. Okay, now I'm going to use both CountIF and SumIF and on a same category of queries. Okay, now what I have is the Alice Mutton, the product Alice Mutton. What I'm going to check whether how many the count of records for Alice Mutton, how many products or the records specify the product name Alice Mutton. Okay, obviously here it is 1 2 3 4. Okay, and only 4. Okay, and how many times it is repeated. Okay, the total number of total number for Alice Mutton, and also the total sales raised by the Alice Mutton. Okay, how to do this one? Okay, I will show you. Count if. Okay, the range is nothing but the criteria range, in which field or which column you want to do the criteria on that. Okay, where do you want to check the criteria? Actually, in words, this is the column, this product name. You are going to check the criteria whether it is Alice Mutton or not. So you must check that function Alice Mutton on this particular product name. So the product names is going to be, the products are going to be the range. Then the criteria, what is your criteria? My criteria is Alice Mutton. Okay, the name is supposed to be Alice Mutton. Okay, then what I have is the range and criteria. So what I'm going to do is I want to count the number of products where the name Alice Mutton is specified. Okay, so I enter. You see it is 4. Okay, so actually we have 4 records. Similarly, for total sales, I also want the total sales of the product Alice Mutton. Okay, then how we do this? Okay, SumIF, we are using the SumIF function, SumIF, and the range is the, again, where do you want to specify the condition? It is there in products, the list of products, that is the range, and then you give the criteria. What is your criteria? You want to check Alice Mutton. Okay, then what is the sum range? Yes, you are checking whether Alice Mutton or not, but what do you want to do? You want to sum something, right? For the previous case in CountIF, you just counted, so you don't needed the third column, but here you want to add something or sum it up something. So what is the column you want to sum it up? What is the range, sum range? It is optional, you can see, but in this case it is you need to specify the sum range, which is sales. Okay, then close the bracket. Okay, then enter. You see 11,959, but here there is one point why it is the range is optional, because if you are doing criteria, range itself is the summing up range, then you no need to specify it again. But in our case, the product, you are checking the criteria on product names, but you are summing up the sales. That's why you need to specify both the ranges. Okay, so you have totally your Alice Mutton products or 4 records you have, and the total sales raised by Alice Mutton is 11959. Okay, So this is the example for Alice mutton, and this is the example for CountIF and SumIF function. Okay, we will do one more example. I want to check how many records having sales greater than $1,000. That means I don't want this kind of smaller, less than $1,000 sales to be added. I want only the greater than $1,000 sales. How many records are there, and what is the total sales raised by greater than $1,000 transactions? Okay, so how to do this? The same way is CountIF. The range, what is the range? Your range is you want to check it on sales. The criteria is on sales greater than 1,000. So you take this one as the sales as the range, and the criteria, what is the criteria? This is the range, but you need to check whether it is greater than $1,000. Then you have these two. So the third argument, only two arguments we have for CountIF. So close. You are checking how many records satisfying this condition in this range. In this range, you are comparing, you are counting the records if it satisfies this condition. Okay, enter 19 records. So total number of transactions having greater than $1,000 is 19 records. And what is the total sales? Again, SumIF, the range is the sales, and the criteria is greater than. The criteria always must be enclosed by the quotation. Okay, 1,000. Okay, now the range is sales. You are checking the sales records, whether all the cells of sales, each individual element, whether it is greater than 1,000 or not. If it is 1,000, you want to add it. Again, what is the sum range? Is again sales, so you no need to specify. See, this kind of conditions, the sum range is optional and you no need to specify again. Okay, enter. So this is the total sales raised by the transactions having greater than $1,000. Okay, now we have another example, new and old products. Okay, so we have old products and new products. How many old products I want the count, and how many new I want the count, and the total sales of old and new. Okay, so how to do this part? Okay, so I will just check CountIF. Okay, CountIF, what is the range and the criteria? I want to check old and new, which is the category column. What is the criteria? I want to check whether it is a new or old. So this cell is here, old, and enter. There are 14 records of old. Okay, again I want the new. CountIF, the range is this. The best practice to use the ranges is that you need to define a name for the range. Then you no need to again and again go and drag and select the range. Instead you can straight away use the names. Okay, and also when you use the names, when you shift the formula also, the range will stay constantly. Okay, then you no need to worry whether the formula is shifting the range values relatively. Okay, so it is better, good practice is to define names. Okay, now range, then the criteria is greater than, criteria is now is the new, which is in this cell. So this example is how to refer a cell itself instead of typing the value directly. Okay, enter. This is 14, and okay, what I did was I have given a wrong range. It is not sales, it's supposed to be this range. Okay, so our you can see exactly how many products. $25 products totally. Okay, now 25 records, actually products may be repeated. See, Alice Martin is repeated few times, so totally number of records or new or old category transactions. Now I will show you how to get the total sales for old and new. Okay, SumIF. The range criteria is you want to check whether what category it is, old or new. Okay, and the criteria is this is the range what you want to check whether it's old. Okay, and which is in the E11 cell, and the sum range. What do you want to do? I want to sum it up this column. Okay, and close the bracket. This is the total sales raised by old products. Okay, similarly for new products, sum it up. Range is the old or new. Criteria is this one, whether it is range is old or new, and criteria is old in this cell, new, and some range is the sales is similar to old. Okay, and enter. You can see this the total number of sales raised by new. Okay, sum it up these two. Let's see what is the sum. 55,356. Okay, let's see what is the total sum raised by the sales. The same thing, 55,356. Hope this example helps you to know the difference between CountIF and SumIF functions. Most of the times we tend to use both the functions to get the total number of the count as well as the total sum. Okay, and you do some kind of averages. Absolutely, you want the count whenever you do the respective sums. Okay, for that you can also use this average function, but if you are doing something manual calculations or specific formulas, you may need the CountIF function. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful to you, and please subscribe to my channel, and God bless you.